This past cycle, every time it seems like there's good news for the market, bam, there's some drama that hits us all. This time it was the Elon Trump drama over fiscal spending. And what do you know, markets tanked. But not just that, there's data now for Bitcoin showing that the whales have been selling, all while Bitcoin is currently sitting at a critical inflection point. If we get rejected here, it's a dump. If we clear, however, it's back up to all-time high. So by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly who's got the edge, the bulls or the bears, and how can you capture the next best trade. The whales are selling their Bitcoin. You know, humans, we are emotional beings, and I often find, especially when it comes to money, we tend to cherry pick the data to fit our biases. The orange line you see on the graph, that represents the supply held by entities with a balance of 10,000 to 100,000 Bitcoin. So these guys are whales. And this has been in a downtrend, suggesting that they have been selling. But what no one's telling you is that these whales who've been selling, well, they've held their Bitcoin for 8 to 15 years. They all bought Bitcoin when it was underneath $700. So yeah, they're cashing in profits. But the more important part here, there's massive divergence here between the price of Bitcoin and the amount of Bitcoin being sold by the whales. Guys, the whales are selling, but price is going up. For every whale who's selling, there are more buyers stepping in to absorb that sell. That's bullish. Data, when looked at in isolation to fit your bias, is just going to be a distraction. And talking about distractions, here's one that actually caused markets across the board to dump. I mean, look at what happened to Tesla. That's a waterfall. Panic in the markets over nothing burgers is opportunity for you. That's when the market is being efficient. That's where you have to come in to capitalize. And for those of you who got that free $400 BitUnix bonus stacked, all these distractions is just a free shot for you on the next move without risking your capital. For those of you who do not have it yet, get it using the link in the description below. Now, speaking of drama, let's consider something that's bullish. This is Adam Back. For those of you who do not know him, he's a Bitcoin OG. He is also the CEO of Blockstream and one of the earliest people in the Bitcoin space. He's even had correspondence with Satoshi himself. And here's what he said on a recent pod.
You know, I think a, sort of 500,000 to 1 million cycle top in this cycle is within bounds. So
you think that this cycle top could be between 500,000 and a million?
Yeah.
That's a pretty high number.
Yeah.
So who do you follow? The whales selling their Bitcoin or Adam Back calling for 500,000 to $1 million Bitcoin? None of them. You follow price. Because here's the thing, price is the final truth. There is no debating, no arguing with price action. And what's price telling us right now? All bull run systems are still intact. We're still over the bi-weekly dynamic that has literally kept the entire community, all of us at Mango, in the Bitcoin trade since $17,000. Sean posted it on the Discord chat, on his Twitter, he pinned it everywhere. He said this is the time to be getting in. So we've been in this trade and we will remain in the trade for as long as we're holding that cyclical support. In fact, on the most recent rally, Bitcoin actually went in to put in another all-time high. So we're put in the all-time high. We're holding the bi-weekly dynamic support that's literally been guiding the trend. The bulls stepped in on every visit of that support. In addition to that, we are also holding the monthly 10 simple moving average, one more indicator that's been keeping us on the right side of the entire Bitcoin bull run. Not just in this cycle, but through cycles. Notice it's only on that break of that monthly 10 simple moving average has Bitcoin been propelled into a bear market. So if we're really evaluating the odds on who's got the edge here, the bulls or the bears, I'm saying the bulls still have the edge. And they will remain in control for as long as we're closing monthlies over $90,000. Take note of it if you must. So where's the next trade? Well, all eyes on the 12-hour time frame. If you're using the Mango Dynamic Indicator, this is where your new Position Manager feature comes in clutch. By the way, the feature was rolled out a couple of days ago, so for those of you who have access to the Mango Dynamic Indicator, you should now see this feature available to you as well. This helps you stay objective even when you've missed the bid on the dynamic. So no more FOMO, no more panic selling. You can now see what range can you still safely buy or sell at. The Bitcoin long trade, very simple. We start clearing out that daily dynamic resistance. So I want to see closes over $105,000. I'm saying bulls are in control and we're likely going up further. Not just that, we would have also broken out of a falling channel formation. The measured move to which takes Bitcoin back up to all-time high high once again. You want to gun for the bid on the retest of that dynamic support once again, swinging in at $105,000. You now have a safe bidding zone where you can safely build your Bitcoin position. On the flip side, if you want to play a short swing opportunity, this is a good bid right now, right here on the test of that dynamic resistance, because not only is this dynamic resistance, this is also the test of the TK cross resistance as well. So we're seeing confluence on this resistance. If we get rejected here once again, as we did prior to that, we could look for another test at $100,000. Breaking 100K can propel us to the bottom of that Ichimoku cloud, a clean edge to edge, going all the way down to $93,000. But once again, guys, if you're playing the short on Bitcoin, understand that you're playing against the macro trend, which is bullish. So you gotta manage your risk. But hey, before you put any trade on, make sure to get the $400 BitUnix bonus. That's free money for you to trade with. That's free ammo for you, especially when Bitcoin is hovering at a critical decision point. 106 is where the bulls flip the bears. If you are caught in a short position, that would be your invalidation point. The markets are very efficient at managing your profits. All you gotta manage is your risk. You know, Sean always says this: if I have the best entries and the best exits, but you have the better risk management system, well, guess what? Well, you're gonna end up winning way more than me at the end of it all. Now, if you want to learn more about how you can manage the risk on your trade and how you go about sifting the right trades to be taking on the chart, then you might really enjoy the Mango Seed program. It's a comprehensive course that takes you from a beginner trader to an intermediate trader to an advanced trader and gives you one of the best position and risk management systems out there right now. Here's what one member had to say about the course. It's a masterclass. I've purchased other courses and this one by far is the best I've studied. I've been watching your videos since 2020 and have been doing extremely well since 16K Bitcoin. So I wanted to step up my game and learn how you did things. The best part is your Seed Clubhouse stuff. The alpha you guys provide is amazing on top of the material. In addition to the step-by-step comprehensive course that brings out the best trader in you, we also have live mastermind sessions that happens every Thursday. That's where all the alpha gets dropped. I highly recommend the Mango Seed program to anyone looking to up their edge in their risk management skills as well as their technical skills. This can apply across crypto as well as TradFi. So remember, don't follow the noise, don't follow the fear, follow price. We'll be tracking Bitcoin in the Discord chat. I'll see you guys in there. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the Mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.